Good morning, everybody. We got a group of old cars that came in a couple weeks ago, and I'm finally going to be going through them today, and some of these are going to be leaving. So I just wanted to get a quick video. There's not much left of all these cars, but it was pretty cool because all of them except for one came from one person. I guess he was saving them all for quite a while. But I'll show you the ones that are getting crushed, and there's I think 2 of them that we're gonna save for now till we get what we need off of them, and then they're gonna be leaving as well. So I'll just do a quick video of the ones that came in. So first one here is a Mercury Comet. The drivetrain is missing. It's pretty beat up. I believe this is a 66. So there's not that much good left on it. The part we're gonna take off of this is actually gonna be the dash. We're gonna take the dash out of this. My brother has a 66 Fairlane, and he cannot stand the gauge cluster in that, so we're going to take this dash out and put in his Fairlane, because this is I believe a 1-year only dash, and it's got all the round gauges on it, which that's what he really likes. So we're going to take the dash out of this one and put in his car. But as you can tell, there's really not much left on this. If it's not completely damaged, it's broken. If it's not broken, it's rusted. And the rest of the stuff's not there. So this one here is a goner. The next one is an old 50, I think a 54 Chevy. But you guys might know more about it than me. I'm not too up to date on my old stuff. And as well with the other ones, this one here is pretty darn rough. There's not much left on it. It's pretty rusted. This one came from a different individual. He actually brought this across the scale. I really like the center gauge. I think that might be a clock. It's awful dirty, I can't tell, but I like that center pod right there in the center of the dash. I think that's really cool. It does have a piece of trim here. It says Deluxe. This does have the drivetrain, straight 6. Missing the radiator, which is real common. A lot of these old cars, they all got taken out. So here it says Chevrolet on the front, but it's so rusted behind it. It's pretty much the chrome just kind of holding it together. So that would have been a cool piece to grab, but it is rough. Fenders are just thin pieces of rust now. It's got some cool gauges. And I also want to apologize to everybody. I know this phone that I'm using sucks. The audio, it goes in and out. I'm working on getting a new camera or another phone or something to do more videos with. I want to try and start getting more videos for you guys. Now that it's starting to slow down a little bit, the price of metal has dropped, and we're not getting as many cars in, so I'm starting to get caught up, which is good. I'm thankful for that. So I will be trying to get more videos to you guys here in the near future. but I'm looking at getting a new phone or a new camera to do videos with. Here is I believe a 56 Ford Town Sedan. This is a pretty cool car. We've never had one of these ones come in before. But again, this one here is pretty rough. Still has the blinkers down above up above the front bumper, which is pretty cool. And besides the chrome being pitted, they actually look in decent shape. That lens there is broke. The other lens looks pretty good. But also no drivetrain in this one either. I believe the person who owned these parted a lot of these out or used them for other restoration projects, because it just seems like there's specific pieces missing. This right here is pretty cool. It's got the trim on both these doors, and this trim is absolutely perfect. So I really wish we had our eBay store set up, because I'd like to sell all this old stuff, because there's probably people out there looking for this stuff, and it's probably hard to find now. See, you even got this little piece right here in the center of the door, and you got this big one here, which is really cool. It says Town Sedan. We'll go over there and look at the gauge cluster too. That's pretty cool. But it's pretty nasty. There's not much left. This one here is also getting crushed. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys that the Chevy over there is getting crushed too. There's nothing really on that, and we got quite a few of those out back that are in better shape than that one. So that one's going to be leaving, and this one here will be leaving. And it's got a radio. I got that 65 Ford Fairlane at the house that I'm working on rebuilding, and it don't even have a radio. That's a 56 and it's got a radio. It's crazy. All right, this one here is a Ford Thunderbird. And again, this one here will be getting crushed. There's nothing on the back. The bumper, chrome, taillights, all that stuff is destroyed. Deck lid's no good. The rear axle's missing. This one does have a motor, and I will be getting the valve covers off of it because they say Thunderbird on them. And for some odd reason, I like collecting the valve covers that have the script on them. What I do is I take them and I sandblast them, clean them up, and then I paint them and I hang them on the wall. I don't know, just weird, I guess. I got a whole pile of them that I gotta do. But I don't have a set of Thunderbird valve covers, so those I'll be taking off, and the rest of this car will probably be getting crushed. Looks like it was hitting the front at one time, as it rear support's buckled down in there. It's got the old T-Bird scoop on there. I always thought these were the coolest cars. I love these old Thunderbirds. The way the body lines are shaped, especially the interior. I think the interior is the coolest thing with the dash. It'd be cool to incorporate this like in a rat rod or something. I love this center divider here and the high dash pad where it sucks in. I love that. It's got some cool levers here, kind of like an airplane. I guess it's to control. Looks like these are going to be wiper windshield washers, and then these are left and right air for your vents, and they still move. It's pretty cool. This one here's got a radio, heater AC control, rear vent control. You got some toggle switches up here, but they're broke. Actually, these are your for your vents. Left or be right vent, left vent, and then this is your center vent right here. I'm not a big fan on the gauge layout. I don't really like this because you got your actual numbers right here. It starts from 0, goes all the way up to 120, and I'm not really sure how it works, but I think they might light up as you get to that speed. That's the only thing I can think of, because it looks like the actual number would light up in like a green color, but I'm not sure. I've never actually seen one of these work. So, but you got your oil gauge, fuel gauge, temp gauge, and I can't really tell what that one is because it's so dirty inside. Showing 60,677 miles. Does not have a key, not like we'd started anyway. I like the back wraparound seats too. These are just the coolest cars. Got rear windows that would roll down for quarter glass. That's awesome. Look at the door handles. I mean, how cool. The styling of these cars are just so awesome. All right, let's move on, see what else we can find. To my right is another Thunderbird. And this model is probably gonna be, well, heck, to be honest, I don't know. I don't know if it's older or newer, but it does have this large applique on the roof panel, whereas this one just had the small one. This one also does not have the back quarter glass that would roll down like this one does. This one's gonna have the white interior with blue paint. The dash and everything is just taken apart. There's really not much left. Kind of cool Thunderbird emblem there. Interior's pretty bad. I mean, not pretty bad, it is bad. Look at that. That looks like power window switch right there. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, power windows. But look at, there's 4 of them. Huh. Interesting. I wonder what the other one would roll down. This one also does not have a motor transmission. This one here is getting crushed. There's really nothing left of this one. It's pretty much gone. And next we have, I believe this is a 59 Ford. We actually have one of these out back. And it's in a lot better shape than this one. But look how wide these fenders are. And those are some wide fenders. It's pretty cool. This one has a motor transmission in it. These ones have the Ford script valve covers, but I got a pile of those already, so I'm not gonna grab those. This motor looks like it is gonna be junk for sure. It has been open for a while. And I mean, it even cracked the exhaust manifolds, probably from water getting in here and filling this thing up with water and freezing constantly over and over again. So that motor's probably got a crap ton of cracks in it. But this is gonna be a big 4-door sedan. A lot of the stuff is missing on this one as well. There's a number if you guys want it. Again, awesome gauge cluster. I love these old cars. Look at this dual pane glass. It's like safety glass. Back windshield's annihilated. There's really nothing on the back of this car that is worth saving. So again, this one here is getting crushed. Next we have another Thunderbird. And this one here, nope, sorry, this is a Fairlane, Ford Fairlane 500. As I just walked through a bunch of pigger bushes. Get off me. So this is a two-door Ford Fairlane 500. Pretty cool. I just seen that and I just went straight to a Thunderbird, so my bad. But look at this one here, is there's absolutely nothing left of this car. It is gone. There's the number if you guys want it. I know some of you guys like to decode those, so there you go. There's another one getting crushed. This one over here is a different story. This one here is probably not going to get crushed because this is a really complete car, and I like complete cars. This is a 66 Olds Delta 88. It's a beast of a car, big two-door tank. It's got a lot of cool pieces on it, so we're probably gonna keep this one. It's got the cool Oldsmobile center right there. Got some cool looking taillights. They're both broke, unfortunately. The rear bumper's no good. The quarters are rotted. The trunk lid's rotted. Look at it. It's like a fastback design. I love how the roof slants down and this hump on the quarter panel comes up. Such a good looking design. It's got this old spotlight coming through. That's awesome. It says United on it right here. Just reminds me of like 50s styling. That's awesome. Look at the wiper blades. They'd work opposite of each other. Oh, there we go. Check out this gauge setup. Ain't that cool? Or it's got a center kick right here. You got your speedometer right there in the center. You got a clock off to the side. Big old fuel gauge with all your idiot lights right here. Wiper controls, lights. Got more controls over there. Oldsmobile right there on the wheel. Got a audio Fox radio right there on the bottom. Another radio up here. And, ooh, that's pretty cool. Check that out. How to get in and out. Awesome. There's the VIN number. In case you guys want to look at that. Let's see what we got under the hood. Oh, that hood is stuck. But we got an Oldsmobile high compression super rocket. It looks to be complete. Y'all can tell me if that's a rare motor or not, because to be honest, I don't have a clue. I was gonna look it up, just haven't had time. But it's pretty cool that it's all there. Front end of this thing's pretty cool too. Sucks that it got smacked right there in the corner. I'll go ahead and shut this thing if we can. Yeah, there it goes. Oh. So this one here we're gonna keep. And then last but not least, we have another Ford. I think this is a Galaxy, maybe Fairlane, I don't know. There's not much left to it, but it looks similar to one that we have out back. That's like a two-door hardtop convertible. So this is kind of similar to a Fairlane, I think. Let's see if it's got anything on the trunk. Nope. So you guys can figure this one out. You probably already know. It's similar to the one with the white fin over there. So whatever that one was, this one here is probably, it's two-door twin, because that one over there was a four-door. But this one here is getting crushed because there's nothing left. Yeah, that's pretty nasty in here. There's not much left to this. You know, there's probably a lot of stuff that would interchange with my Fairlane at the house, because I think I need one of these for the hood, or maybe it's the brake. I don't know, one of these actually broke. So I might grab both of these just to see if they will work, or I could just get them to work, because I mean these are actually really nice and they seem like they're still pretty strong. Mine was just so dry rotted, when I pulled on it, it just broke in my hands. So I'm gonna grab one of those. You never know, try and save something on these old cars. But there you have it. Those are the batch of old cars that came in about 2 weeks ago, and they're gonna get processed today. So just wanted to get them videoed for you guys in case you guys were interested in looking at them. I don't really like crushing old stuff, but we got a bunch of old cars already out there, and a lot of this stuff is gone. There's really not much left on there. If someone was a real, you know, enthusiast about saving this old stuff, I imagine all this little stuff here would be worth something. But it's just hard to, you know, pull every single little piece off and box it and log it and sit on it and wait to sell it. And we just don't have the manpower or the space right now to do it. But as you can tell, our new building is coming along. This will be for engines and transmissions. It should hold 160 something engines and probably 300 transmissions is what we're hoping. So it's gonna be awesome when this thing gets done, because it will help free up a lot of space. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. And again, sorry for the lack of videos lately. I will be working on getting more done. I just got to get a new phone or camera, one or the other, and I will get some more videos posted. Thank you all so much for the ones who do watch, and I appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next one.